Happy Christmas Eve, everybody. I thought I'd done my Christmas one for this year, but I just really didn't feel right not doing a Christmas one on Christmas Eve. So today we're going to do So This Is Christmas by John Lennon, requested by Mr. Scott Taylor. There were so many great requests. Scott, thank you for that request. There's not that many chords in this, but I'm going to do this two different ways. I'm going to show you first just strum through the chords, and then the second way, strum through the chords plus the fancy noodly doodly type thing. So I bothered to write down the chords so you can kind of focus on, you know, the noodly doodlies rather than which chord is coming. You'll find this piece of paper on my website, RyanLent.com. Show notes, and the title, of course, must be in the super secret backwards code so no miscreants can horn in on our secret knowledge. What is the opposite of Christmas? Well, obviously, it's June 25th, 2019 BC. So we're going to take the product of 12/25/2019, which is 605,700, and divide by, because you always divide when you go from AD to BC, the product of 6/25/2019, 302,850, and the answer, of course, is 2. So you're looking for 2 to find this piece of paper on my website. Whew. Speaking of 2, let's capo 2. It makes all these chords open chords and really helps the fancy things that are coming next. But this song is a waltz. It counts in 6. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the strumming, usually 99% of the time for songs that count in 6, is down, up, down, up. That's it over and over and over again. So we're going to play a G, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, so on and so forth. A minor, D, back to G, second line, C, D minor, sounds kind of out of place, doesn't it? G, and then C. Third and last line, F, G. Then the measure splits between D minor and F, followed by C, and it's, I like D7. You can play regular D or D7, it doesn't matter. The point is the D7 chord really wants to go back to G, which is where it goes, of course, where it repeats, but D7 is G2, B1, and E2. So play that if you like. And D minor, the chord everyone always forgets, is E1, B3, G2. And that's it, over and over and over again, that chord progression if you just want to strum it. But if you want to do the fancy noodly doodlies that I've worked out, well, keep watching. By the way, that D minor sounds out of place, but it's not out of place. The first line is solidly in the key of G, the 1 chord of the key of G, the 2 chord, the 5 chord, and back to the 1 chord. Then, when it goes to C, I call this a nexus, because C is in the key of G. It's the 4 chord of the key of G. It belongs in the key of G, so we are not yet in the key of C, but we are as soon as we hit that D minor, because D minor is the 2 chord of the key of C. So you see, he used the C to go from the G key to the C key, but it's not declared the C key necessarily until we hit that D minor, because D in the key of G, as we see from the first line, is D major, right? So that's why that D minor seems out of place, but it's not. The second line's in a different key, and you just weren't expecting it. You would have no way of knowing this, but I just ate 3 hot dogs. Okay, on the G, play Tom Petty G. Instead of regular G, right, we're going to leave our pinky finger on baby E3, but then ring finger goes up to other E3 and middle finger on A2, and that leaves your pointer finger to do stuff, so strum it. And then we want G string 2nd fret. You could use your pointer finger if you want. I'm going to use my middle finger. Then we want a G suspended 4, which is pointer finger now, on B1. Back to regular. So, G2, sus4, regular. For the A minor, this is a bit easier. Open B, B3 with your pinky, back to regular A minor, and then D is going to be, start with a D suspended 4, so pinky finger on baby E3. Regular D. D suspended 2, that means open E string. Back to regular. And then the G at the end of line 1 is the same as the first G. Here we go. So these fancy parts are actually done by a different instrument. You can hear it right going where the guitar is just strumming. So it's two different instruments. There's a harmony on many of these, but we can only really do one. So I'll show you both. For the C, you might want to enter the C by doing the old walk up from G, E3, open A, A2 into C. So, and then we hear E, D, F, E, and we also hear C, B, D, B. So that is either from your C, regular, then put your pinky finger on B3, and then move your pointer finger to E1. Just leave your pinky finger on B3, I find that easier, and then back to regular C. So, or the easier version, the same treatment the A minor got, the B string goes 1, open, 3, 1. Absolutely doesn't matter. Then we're going to switch to the D minor, and we hear 2 here as well. We hear on the G string, but we can't really do that while maintaining our D minor, so I'm just going to play, which is the high harmony you hear there. That's the E string going 1, like regular, open, 3 with the pinky, back to regular, and then we play a G, which starts as a G sus4. So play your Tom Petty G, and your pointer finger goes on B1, and we're going to hear C, B, A on the 2nd fret of the G string. By the way, this isn't really A, it's really B, but there's no pianos in the room. Everything's messed up because we have a capo, right? But we're thinking of G string 2nd fret as A, and all the other notes as 2 notes higher than they really are. Anyways, B1, B open, G2, G open. So from Tom Petty G, start with sus4 with your pointer finger on B1, take it off, then grab G2 with whatever finger you want, and then play regular. And then back to, I forget, what? Back to what? C, and you give it the same, either one you want. So let me gather myself and I'll try that line. All right, here we go. C, I like the high harmony better, so I'm going to play that one. D minor to G, the sus4 walking down, and then to C. But wait, you can get both harmonies on the D minor. It's really weird. So remember we had E string 1, open 3, 1, while the G string goes 2, 1, 4, 2. Well, G4 is the same as B open, right? So do this. This is crazy. Play your D minor, then take your middle finger off and put your pointer finger on G1. There's our G1 and open E. This chord's awesome. And then you're going to have baby E3, G2 before you go back to regular D minor. And you hear, while you hear, and it just happens to be really funny chords. If you want to give D minor that treatment. And that's it. The last line, you just strum it. You get to take a nap here. Oh, you can do the chromatic walk from F to G. You do hear the bass do that. So you can go F, and then give it a, on the E string, right? That's it. D minor, F, C, and then the D, which I said at the beginning was the chord that's so very much much wants to go back to G. That second line is in the key of C solidly, as noted by that D minor there, as we previously discussed. But the D7, the D major, either way you do it, is the chord that brings us back into the key of G. So neat. Good songwriting. John Lennon. Go figure. Everybody, Merry Christmas. Thank you so very much for being here. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy you're here. This is awesome. You're awesome. We're awesome. I'll see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.